Hello, today I'm going to talk about physics. Before you write me off, just hear me out. What does the average person know about physics? Quick, tell me everything you know about physics. Go. That probably didn't take very long. You see, when the average person thinks about physics, they imagine nerds or words thrown around on the Big Bang Theory that they're not supposed to understand. In reality, physics is more common and less complicated than most realize. Now let's think about this. What is physics and how can it be applied? Well, physics is everywhere. It is in the sports you play, the car you drive, and the house you live in. The very act of breathing requires physics. The first thing you ever did in your life was use physics. As you entered the world, you gave a loud scream. Well, that requires physics, and you didn't even have to study. To get air in your lungs, your diaphragm contracts and creates lower pressure within your lungs. This means that the air outside of your lungs has a higher pressure than inside. Air under higher pressure wants to move to the lower pressure areas. Because of this, the air outside your lungs moves inside, and you take a breath in. The opposite happens for breathing out. Within the Olympics, there are many showcases of physics that many don't even know are there. When an ice skater does a spin for one of their arguably most impressive tricks, they use physics to their advantage. When they spin and then tuck their arms and legs closer to their body to spin faster, they're using rotational motion. According to rotational motion, an object such as the ice skater rotates as shown. When a mass is put farther away from the center of the object or the point of rotation, in this case the ice skater's arms and legs, the more inertia there is, meaning they spin slower. When they put the mass closer to the point of rotation, the less inertia they have, the faster they are able to go. These principles of rotational motion are also used in any sport that requires spinning, such as gymnastics and diving, or even when you get bored at work and spin in your rolling chair. Now, on your drive to work, or anywhere for that matter, there's also plenty of physics to be shown. For example, did you know that in your car there are 3 different accelerators? Didn't learn that in driver's ed, did you? Acceleration is commonly thought of as moving faster. While this is true, that is not the only type of acceleration. Acceleration is the change in velocity or speed. It is also any change in direction because it is a vector. Therefore, when you press the gas pedal to go faster, you are accelerating. When you press the brake to go slower, you are accelerating. And when you use the steering wheel to turn, you guessed it, you are accelerating. You know when you're driving and you take a turn and it feels like your body is being pushed to one side? Or when you're on a roller coaster and you can feel like your stomach is going into your head. This feeling is caused by a thing called inertia. You see, when your mode of transportation starts to move differently than you already are, such as turns are starting forward, your body, which has mass, doesn't want to move that way. Have you heard of objects in motion stay in motion and objects at rest stay at rest? Well, that applies to inertia. It can be explained as a car starting to move in a certain direction and the passenger's body doesn't want to, so it takes a second for them to catch up, causing the moment of feeling jolted in the opposite direction. Now that I have explained a few of the real-life examples of physics, do you see it in a new light? The beauty of physics is how applicable it is to the real world. You can actually see it working in real-life situations. One of the biggest questions asked by students in school is, when will I ever use this? I already have, and I haven't finished learning about physics yet. It doesn't have to be rocket science. I can see it when I'm driving, when I play an instrument, and when I throw a toy for my dog. It is truly fascinating how all-encompassing physics really is.